Hola a todos. Today is the 25th of May 2022. I'm now in Miraflores, Lima. I arrived here last night. I took the flight from Madrid to Lima via Mexico City. Well, that flight took a long time. It was 10 hours from Madrid to Mexico City and then another 6 hours from Mexico City to Lima. And I arrived here last night at roughly 12 midnight. So in today's video, I would like to show you parts of Lima, and at the same time I want to talk about 3 travel tips, things that I've learnt on my trip so far. Today I was going to rent a bike because I like cycling. However, I went to 2 places and they were both closed. Besides, it's quite expensive to rent a bike here. 20 soles for 1 hour. 20 soles is almost $5. So let's have a look at the environment around here. Just behind me is the Pacific Ocean, and let me show you what's on the other side. Okay, so on the other side we have the JM Marriott Hotel. I'm not sure if you can see that. There it is. Okay. Here's the view from here. I arrived here last night at Lima Airport. Now, when you leave the building, there are many people there. Most of them are posing as taxi drivers. It's very sketchy. Now, I'm traveling by myself, and to be honest, it's quite dangerous, and you don't know where these taxi drivers are going to take you. So my tip number 1, you should try to take Uber, because at least the taxi drivers are registered, and you know, they're not going to attack you. They're not going to take you to some strange place and rob you. I often meet other travelers at the airport. I did that in Morocco, and we share taxis. So last night was not an exception. I met a traveler from the States and we shared a taxi. All in all, I paid roughly $5 to come to Miraflores. That's probably cheaper than taking the airport bus. My tip number 2 concerns luggage. See, when I started off in Hong Kong, I had 1 backpack and 1 small suitcase. If you're traveling in Europe, you can get €10 flight tickets. However, the €10 flight ticket does not include check-in baggage. On this trip, I had to pay €35.99 each time I checked in luggage. I flew from Porto to Bordeaux, and then I flew from Toulouse to Agadir. I also flew from Marrakesh to Madrid. 3 times I had to pay a surcharge. So try not to bring too much luggage with you. My tip number 3 has to do with ATM cards. Now, if you withdraw cash using an ATM card anywhere in the world, they charge roughly 2% for an exchange rate fee. But on top of that, they charge you roughly $5 to use the facility. So if you're withdrawing roughly 100 US dollars or 100 euros, you're going to pay roughly 8%. Now, the only way around that is to try to use contactless cards. If you use contactless cards, I think you pay roughly 2% or roughly 2.5% for the exchange rate. Do you remember the footage I showed you at the beginning of the video of the airport during the night? Now, look at the airport now from roughly the same spot, and you'll understand why Uber could actually save your life. Last but not least, I would advise any potential travelers to avoid using Viva Air. They charge you for taking hand luggage on the plane. Also, they have a small print which says you have to check in by yourself. So basically, I didn't check in by myself, and I brought luggage, hand luggage that is, and they charged me $70 at the airport. So please avoid this airline. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.